Feel great. Feel young. Feel.
How does this happen? Like there used to be like mid-30s you'd have a drop off. We're seeing Tom play incredible. We're seeing you still throw for more than 4,000 yards again. Like how do you guys do this?
Well, I think you have to change certain. I think you have to change certain habits. You know, I mean, I think
more than 5,000 yards. By the way, sorry about that.
You have to change certain habits. Become really efficient at what you do. Very disciplined. I think with diet and nutrition and sleep habits and your recovery and how you train and when you train and all those things. So there's a science to it, you know.
You have avocado ice cream too? Do you do the recovery underwear?
I don't do avocado ice cream. I do have recovery gear.
Wait, do you have recovery? What is the recovery gear like?
It's compression. I mean, it's basically you promote blood flow, so you get more oxygen to the cells, so you recover faster.
I like the recovery underwear. Recovery in important areas.
Yeah, absolutely. Underwear being the most important.
Drew Brees joining us on CBS Sports Radio. When you watch the Falcons get here, last year Carolina here, this year Falcons, but it's been so long since you guys have been here. Of course, you won a Super Bowl, but you know we're getting up there in years in terms of when will the Saints get back and be well-rounded enough. Obviously, the passing game has been there, but it's the overall team. Does it frustrate you? Does it motivate you? Like, what's the word that you would use to accurately describe your emotional state when you see another team from the NFC South that's not the Saints playing the Super Bowl? Well,
listen, Falcons had a phenomenal year. I mean, they earned it. You know, look at Carolina last year. They were 15-1, and playing the way that they did, they deserve the right to be here. So, all it tells me is that we got a tough division. You know, we got a tough division, and so we're gonna have to retool and be prepared to beat those guys if we want to get to where we want to be. I feel like we've got a lot of good young players that are entering into, I think that prime, so to speak. You know, where they've got a few years under their belt, played some football, gained some experience, and I think we know what it takes. You know, but we're gonna have to put in a lot of work, and but I'm excited about our guys and our team.
Is it possible, with the way in which you guys play and score offensively, right? Like that's been the issue is your offense can put up points, but it puts a lot of pressure on your defense. Is that a fair depiction of the fact of why so oftentimes, like, look, the defense was terrible the last couple of years. Not as much this year, 2 years ago. I mean, we're talking historically bad defense. But some of it is you score a lot, they're on the field a lot, so they wear down quickly. Is it possible to have a top-level defense considering how efficient your offense is?
Well, I listen, the goal is to score more points, right, than the other side. And so whether that's a 10-play drive that eats up a bunch of time and results in a touchdown.
I'm not being critical of the fact you guys score points. I'm just being honest. Like that's one of the things that people will say.
But I was getting to my point, which is that it is about being complementary. You want to be complementary with your defense. So our ability to keep them off the field, to give them rest, to, you know, hey, let's say the defense is out there for 7 minutes on a drive, you know, and man, they come to the sideline and they've come up with a stop, or, you know, the other team got a touchdown. Now it's our job offensively to go out there to sustain a drive, to get some points, to give them some rest so that when they go back out there, man, they're ready to play their best. So that would be complementary football.
Yeah.
If we're 3 and out, that's not complementary football. That's putting our defense at a disadvantage. If you turn the ball over inside your own, you know, territory, then that's not playing complementary. That's putting them in a tough position. So the more favorable positions we can put our defense in, the better. And so that's where I feel like we can be even better offensively.